Hi everyone! Be quick to press the like button under the video and write the best football player of the season in your opinion in the comments down below. It'll be interesting to read your thoughts on the matter. And while you're typing, we better proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Bayern Munich supported the Upamecano, who saw a red card in the Champions League clash against Lazio after a foul on Gustav Isaksen, which brought victory to the Italian side through penalty. The racist comments published on social networks against the Upamecano are absolutely unacceptable. Thomas Tuchel has lost 10 of his 43 competitive matches as Bayern coach, which is already as many defeats as his predecessor Julian Nagelsmann suffered in 84 games in charge of the club. Kylian Mbappe has now scored the same number of Champions League goals as Mohamed Salah and Didier Drogba, 44. Phenomenal! The Upamecano is only the third player to receive a red card in the UEFA Champions League on Valentine's Day, after Roque Jr. and Benjamin Pavard. Mbappe has 70 goal involvements in 68 Champions League appearances. Kylian bagged 44 goals and delivered 26 assists. Wayne Rooney is considering stepping into the ring for a misfits fight. The former Manchester United and England star has held talks about competing in one of their upcoming events. Brentford have signed Club Brugge top scorer Igor Thiago for £30 million plus. He will join the Bees in the summer. Cristiano Ronaldo has now scored a goal in every single year since he started playing football professionally. The Portuguese has been playing since 2002. Thomas Tuchel answered no regarding the question of whether he's worried about his future at Bayern Munich. Guardiola at City? When you can match the best coach in the world with a club that can back you and can invest to bringing important players to improve the team every season, then it's very difficult to compete at the same level, Antonio Conte noted. An agreement between Man United and Newcastle for Dan Ashworth is expected to be reached as early as next week. Girona are bracing themselves for the potential departure of several key players this summer, including Artem Dovbyk and Viktor Tsygankov. Trent Alexander-Arnold is said to be out with an injury again for a few weeks after he was rushed back by Liverpool and aggravated his current injury. Alexander-Arnold will miss the Carabao Cup final versus Chelsea. Arsenal can win the Premier League this season, Petr Cech believes. Andre Onana has saved an expected 7.68 goals in the Premier League, which is more than any other keeper in the league. Real Madrid became the first sports team to reach 50 million followers on Twitter. Matheus Cunha is unlikely to play again this season after suffering a hamstring injury against Brentford on Saturday. Bayern have a better chance of winning the Champions League than the Bundesliga, Felix Magath claims. Juventus fans have paid for a Massimiliano Allegri out advertisement in Times Square. A fan who poked Lucas Ocampos' bum was fined €6,000 and banned from visiting Spanish stadiums for a year. Pedro Neto is set to leave Wolves this summer to help the club meet FFP rules. Girona FC and Paulo Gazzaniga have reached an agreement to extend the Argentine goalkeeper's contract for 2 more seasons, until June 2027. The previous deal was lasting until 2025. If Barcelona cannot sign a pivot in the summer, the signing would be Christensen, who would stay permanently in the pivot position. Barca will analyze the following games. Real Madrid defensive midfielder Aurelien Tchouameni had to say whether he knows anything about the transfer of PSG attacker Kylian Mbappe to the Madrid camp. Me personally? No, but even if he told me something, I wouldn't have told you. Out of the 20 VAR errors made so far in the Premier League this season, 20% of them have come against Liverpool. It's true that I suffered a lot there. I went through some very complicated times, I admit it. And afterwards, little by little, with the step of the years, everything goes better. It is the logical evolution of a young professional player that, with the step of the years, has changed a lot of things, Ousmane Dembélé said. The FA has approved Sir Jim Ratcliffe's 25% stake in Manchester United. I will always be grateful to Xavi. Not every coach would have made me debut at 15 years of age. This season too has given me minutes in all the games, Lamine Yamal stated. Rayo Vallecano have confirmed the appointment of Inigo Perez, who'll be making his debut as head coach. Quincy Promes has been sentenced to 6 years in prison. The Dutchman pleaded guilty to being involved in the importation of more than 1,300 kilograms of cocaine. The value of the goods is estimated at €75 million. Erling Haaland reached a height of 2.34 meters from this athletic attempt yesterday in the Champions League. Real Madrid see Andre Lunin as Thibaut Courtois' backup and, if necessary, are ready to offer a new contract to keep the Ukrainian. Tchouameni is spectacular at centre-back. He is super smart, Carlo Ancelotti shared. Gvardiol, Bernardo and Grealish are injured. Kovacic is ready to return, Guardiola said. Toni Kroos believes RB Leipzig's goal should have been awarded. I think in the end he calls offside because Hendricks is in the path of the goalkeeper, but Luning is far from the ball. This is why, yes, the goal should have been awarded. Guys, if you are still, for some reason, not subscribed to our channel, it's time to fix it. Thank you. The results of yesterday's matchday are on your screens. And now we are moving on to the main news of the release. Let's briefly cover both yesterday's Champions League duels. PSG made a strong bid to reach the quarterfinals at home, smashing Real Sociedad 2-0 with strikes from Mbappe and Barcola. The other match of the day ended on a shocking note. Lazio narrowly defeated Bayern Munich thanks to Ciro Immobile's second-half spot kick. Barcelona wants to reinforce the following positions in the summer: left winger, Martinelli, Kvaratskhelia or Mitoma; pivot, Onana or Lopy; interior, Aleix, Garcia. Barcelona are interested in Mohamed Salah too, but right now it's impossible because of his price tag. De Jong feels comfortable with his family in Barcelona, but on the sporting level, he has doubts. He sees that the team is not performing well and there are no signs of improvement next season due to FFP. Frankie de Jong's continuity is not clear. Right now, everything is up in the air. Barca have received an offer worth 60 million euros for de Jong from Tottenham, according to Gerard Romero. A number of Bayern Munich players may leave the team in the winter transfer window. We are talking about defender Matthijs de Ligt, as well as midfielders Joshua Kimmich and Leon Goretzka. All three of them do not feel trusted by head coach Thomas Tuchel. The total transfer value of these players is worth 180 million, though the Munich board realizes that if they sell them in the current situation, they will receive only a small part of this amount. According to the report, Goretzka has not yet made a decision to leave, but his sale is already being discussed at the club. From the very beginning of his arrival in Bayern, Tuchel emphasized the lack of leaders and character problems within the squad. Besides, the Bavarian's officials admit that the coach was most likely right when he insisted on signing Declan Rice, who was later bought by Arsenal back in the summer. Barcelona believes that the team has too many centre-backs. At the moment, the roster includes Ronald Araujo, Andres Christensen, Jules Koundé, Inigo Martinez, Pau Cubarsí, and Eric Garcia, who is currently on loan at Girona. The Catalans admit that if they have to sell a central defender, they will think about Koundé first and are willing to consider offers for him. Koundé joined Barcelona in the summer of 2022 when he was bought from Sevilla for 50 million euros. This season, he netted 2 goals and provided 3 assists in 30 appearances. Real Madrid believe that after 12 years, Luka Modric's cycle at the club is coming to an end. The club wants to host a farewell worthy of the player that Luka Modric has been. Real Madrid are considering announcing Luka Modric's departure even before the season ends, so that he can get a big farewell from the fans. Tuchel is one of the strong candidates to replace Xavi. Laporte admires him and hopes he joins, but everything depends on his situation with Bayern. His candidacy is gaining more weight day by day. Real Madrid cannot match PSG's offer, but Florentino Perez feels that he has once again done everything possible to sign Mbappe and still hopes and believes he will accept Madrid's proposal. Kylian Mbappe has yet to communicate a decision about whether he will stay at Paris Saint-Germain or join Real Madrid on a free transfer this summer. Folks, check out the new video from our football club project. What a beast Inter Miami have acquired! The Football News channel was with you. Take care and see you in a bit.